I live the situations that I'm coaching, that I'm training now, on and off the pitch. I know what's asked, and then it's up to my qualities as a person, as a coach, to get the players there where we want them.
When are you successful? What is the measurement?
Well, the measurement is the player. Without the will of the player, there's nothing. I mean, I can push the player where I want him, but I'm following the player where he wants to go, and I'm guiding him the way I feel he should be guided, how the process should be. Values are important, education is important. It's not just getting people here and develop them as football players. No, I think the human side is just as important, you know, for a player, for a person to develop. So I think that's what we stand for.
Is prizes with your own team important as well?
I think if we perform to the max, that's the most important thing. If we do that, you can't do any more. But as a PSV player, you need to handle the pressure of needing to win every game you play.
Is it an advantage that Mark van Bommel was in your shoes before, as a coach of under-19?
Well, yes, because Mark started last year, and after one season in the U-19s, he's now in the first team, and he made an excellent first year in the under-19s, and now as well in the first team. So for me, it's fantastic to be around him and his staff. Obviously, there's less contact with Mark than I have on a daily job with the other youth coaches, but Mark and his staff, they know everything what happens over there.
Are you planning to follow his route as well?
I think at the moment I'm there. I think where I need to be, and but in the future, when there are possibilities arise, then I have to see what's best for me at that moment. But definitely there to develop myself and to see how far I can get as a coach, as a manager.
Mark, of course, is being guided by his father-in-law. Do you also have a guide who he can turn to for advice?
Many former managers and coaches that I spoke to, he said, "Ruud, you need to start. It's a job it's an experienced job. You need to experience it, and then you will actually know and feel what it's all about." And I think they're right. You know, I did obviously all my coaching badges, and you learn and everything, and that helps. But I think actually by starting and doing it and making the decisions yourself in every aspect of an individual, a team, a staff, within the club you work for.
Who do you like to call?
Well, I like to call Foppe de Haan. He's a coach I had at Heerenveen. Supposedly I'm mostly in touch with him, and it's fantastic to learn from his experiences.
Is it completely different to be on the other side now? Because you've worked with a lot of coaches?
It's got nothing to do with playing football yourself. It's just your experience of it that I take into this job, but it's a complete different story.
How would you describe your own style?
Well, I learned so much from the manager that I worked for, and I took bits from the way from training sessions, from the way they coach, the way they talk, the way they are as human beings. You know, I was fortunate to work with the best, and with very different types of styles of management, and also different style of play. It's not that I demand my vision on a group of players. I have my ideas, obviously, to how to play, but I think I want to create a team from the players that I have as individuals, the personalities and the football qualities. I want to combine that into what's best for that group of players.